few days ago, we did actually film a video on this car for your channel, and I know you actually quite like it. But for some reason, like so many other people, you just don't want to hear about it. You don't want me to talk about it. You just don't seem to. Why am I no longer allowed to film these cars?
I feel the first step to recovery in this addiction is to admit you've got a problem.
Okay, I do admit I've got a problem.
That is great. Great work, Sam. We're making progress.
Okay, my name is Sam, and I'm addicted to filming Porsches. But the thing is, right, because firstly, let's just face it, my own car is a Porsche. So in Australia, it was quite hard not to film my adventures or film Porsches because all of my adventures were in a Porsche. But also, one thing I'll say, and you can tell me about your Lamborghini community on this.
They're great.
Around the world, the most friendly, the most welcoming community has been the Porsche one. Everywhere I go, hey mate, Ferrari! Spider.
That look good.
See, 6 months ago, that was my addiction. What happened?
This is where I feel like the problem lies. Is that you haven't stayed true to an Italian brand that has been loved for so long by yourself. And the moment that they begin to wither in the Formula One calendar, you decide to jump ship and go, oh, do you know what? Porsche, they've just invested in Formula E. Let's go there.
I'm not jumping ship.
They completed Le Mans.
It's because I can afford a 911 compared to a 488. But I don't know why being around these cars and having the Porsche community sort of be so friendly and offer me so many opportunities has made me so obsessed. But can I just say, as I said to you a second ago outside the car, the obsession isn't as bad as people like you have made out. I cannot tell you how many times Paul has texted me so far on this trip going, when are you filming the Lambo?
Now that is me exaggerating a little bit more than just wanting Lamborghini content.
I'm trying hard. Wherever I go, I'm trying to find cool things to film. It's Porsche people who are getting in touch. I can't force somebody with a LaFerrari to call me up and say, hey bro, let's go film. And I find these cars interesting. Like, I find this 992 interesting.
Apart from it being nice inside, what's interesting about this one as opposed to the last one?
Okay, so for someone who just goes, it's another 911, you're not wrong. I will give you that. But it has been incrementally improved in every area.
Right.
So this is the thing, right? When I
it's a facelift?
No, it is more than a facelift. But so in pictures,
this is going really well for you, Sam. Should we go and find that 488?
Yeah. How do I make this interesting? Okay, let me round it up real quick.
Go on.
In pictures, it looked frumpy, it looked fat, didn't look like a 911, it just looked misshapen, and I was like, oh.
Do you know what's hilarious about what you just said there? Is this is one of the first new 911s I actually like.
Okay, well, I didn't like it. However, in real life, it's the exact same proportions as the old one, the 991. It looks the same, it's just got a chunky back. Inside, complete revolution. I mean, like, hardly any of this is recognizable from the last model. I'm just looking for a space to turn around. And so that is quite revitalizing.
See, even this, we decided to do this video on a Sunday, where if we'd have done this on a Monday, there would have been a whole host of Bentleys, McLarens, and Rolls Royces parked outside here, which we could have spent a minute or so going over, talking about, oh, look at this is the British brand.
Okay, so on that, I would have liked to film this video on a sunny day. However...
No, it's sunny.
No, it is now.
Just a weekday.
No, and a weekend. It was raining all day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And
so we had to change our filming plans. Yeah. So sometimes things change out of my control.
And I end up having to film a Porsche.
Literally that. So anyway, just for a second, let me show you how quick this thing is. I know you know, but you have to remember, this is the kind of like, as you called it, bog standard 911. Okay, fine, it's not the Carrera, it's the Carrera S, but it's not a GTS, it's not a turbo, and it's not a GT product. I know you don't really understand what any of that means.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, basically, it shouldn't be this good or this quick.
Whoa.
And it grips unbelievably. However, as I said to you in your video, that's nothing new for a 911.
Yeah.
It's always done this.
Exactly. Definitely.
What it hasn't done is this whole interior.
Make you feel like you're in a living room.
Yeah. Or Panamera. Like, it's lost a tiny bit of its charm and you know, smallness. It's now quite big and over the top and a bit more like a Bentley than necessarily a sports car. But it's very nice. I don't like how high up these are. Do you know what I mean?
Is this a car that people have to buy to get the GT product?
It's a bit like, I think you have to buy a Cayman, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or Boxster. Or Panamera.
Right.
Or really any other Porsche. And 5 of them. But you see, what I like right now is I've somehow managed to change this intervention into a 992 review. God damn it! Because look, it's cool, it's exciting, and this is a new car that you have to admit thousands and thousands of people will buy.
Yeah, they will, because they want the GT3.
Well, it's not as bad as Ferrari. It's because, think about it, as we sit in Monaco or anywhere in the world, how many times does a 911 drive past you? And you don't bat an eye, do you? You're just like...
Yeah.
And so that's what this car will become. But right now, very little content on it. Porsche have unbelievably lent it to me for a week. Am I just not supposed to film it? Am I supposed to be like...
you could have done something like, I don't know, like come up with a really genius idea of finding another car that was in its price bracket and then put it head to head to talk about some of the points of why you would buy one over the other or why you'd buy that one.
Are you just plugging your own video?
Yeah.
If you don't know, Paul did this car versus an AMR Vantage. So you've literally just done this whole intervention to get yourself more views. That's it. How about I do something intriguing like see how quick it is around the Monaco F1 track during a public day? Oh wait, I did that! Basically, what I'm trying to get at is that when amazing opportunities come forth, like Porsche UK lending me a turbo, Porsche Germany lending me a 992.
From now on, I'm going to turn them down.
No, I'm not. I'm going to keep saying yes. I'm going to keep filming them. And of course, I'm going to keep trying to find other amazing things to film as I move around the world.
Yeah,
and
I think, do you know what this message should end at?
What?
Is anyone out there that is en route to Sam's next adventures that has a car other than a Porsche, please join me in this intervention in trying to convert him away from this Porsche nerd into something. It doesn't have to be a supercar. I'd be more than happy to watch an entire 15-minute video on a Mitsubishi.
You're lying.
Well, it depends on Mitsubishi. If it's the FTO, I'm all over that.
Okay, we'll go in on a pact here, because also let's give the teaser that I gave in your video in 2 seconds about what's coming up, because you're happy about that.
Yeah.
But I will make a pact. This is not going to be the last time I film a Porsche. I will film more, including my own, which is coming in 2 days' time to join me in Monaco.
Which is actually quite exciting.
But I will take a considerable amount of time off filming other people's Porsches.
I think that's a nice step forward.
Unless, can we have one like...
Unless it's a Carrera GT.
Thank you. Okay, so until
December.
the end of May, that's a month and a half. No,
I suppose small steps to make progress.
What about for the rest of Europe?
Okay, yeah, the rest of Europe, because there are some cool cars in Europe.
There are some amazing cars.
Kind of like home territory, so that you can, I don't know, put some feelers out to people that we know, and networks of networks, to find other manufacturer products.
At which point we can now tease what's happening next week, which is the fact that I'm taking my Carrera T to Italy to actually get out of it and spend 4 days exploring Italy in, you can say it, go on.
A Lamborghini organised by me.
No, not organised by you. Organised by Lamborghini. I'm going to the factory.
No, that's me.
No, you're not Lamborghini. To collect a car. And so that will be different content and appropriate content for Italy. So, look, I'm sorry people that have been fed up and annoyed by Porsche content, but opportunities like this to drive the brand new 911, I'm just not going to turn them down. Like it's
I wouldn't turn it down. This is a really cool car.
This car, it is very, very good. I think, I will say, it's lost a tiny bit of its charm, I think, compared to the 991.
See, this is where you've had too much experience in Porsche, because I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Because I think this
it's
car
better.
is
This is
so cool.
This is your favourite 911 so far, right?
Yeah.
Except
Is the GT? Are they going to be NA?
What?
Are they still going to have NA engine?
We don't know. So let's exclude GT cars. This is your favourite standard 911 ever.
Definitely.
Okay. So
when do you go to Sweden?
When am I going to Sweden?
Yeah.
June. End of June.
Can you film some Volvos?
Yes.
I want you to do a full week in an XC40.
The best car made in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like hands down. We should still get those matching XC40s. Whatever happened to that?
Well, you've just been filming Porsches.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so there we go. The last Porsche video in Europe except my own car.
That's a challenge.
That is actually quite a good challenge. What happens if I don't keep to it?
If you don't keep to it, you have to sell your Carrera T and buy a different car for the rest of the trip.
Oh my God. Okay, about specific Porsche videos. Because if I go on a cruise and there's a GT2 or whatever, but no videos specifically about Porsche. Except a Carrera GT.
Yeah.
I think I'm visiting,
I can't wait.
I'm visiting the Porsche factory in like 3 weeks.
Oh, look at this amazing t-shirt by Porsche Design.
I hope you're all happy. Give the video a thumbs up if you are, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come that won't have Porsche in them.